Creativity is like fire. The more you create, the bigger it burns. It was interesting growing up as a biracial girl in a predominantly white town, being raised within a sub-West African culture with my white single mother and my Kenyan godfather and Chilean godmother and my father, who was a musician. And I learned what it meant to be truly cultural through that. And because of that, I'm a blend, living in a blended world. Tea time with me and my mother is almost like a ritual where stories are shared and lessons are passed down from generation to generation. And because of that, the bond between a mother and daughter, I've learned, is one of the most sacred, soft, and loving gems. And I'm really lucky to be able to share that outward with the world through SWAJE.
So it's recreating something beautiful that needs to be
Right.
now.
Well, and
for
your
us.
mother taught you how to sew.
She did.
That's where you...
She taught me when I was 13 years old, and I made my prom dress. That was the first thing I made.
And then you made dresses for me when I was a little kid.
I made overalls and dresses, and I hand painted the material, and yeah, I did. And then I sold the overalls. Actually, my mother made aprons and sold them at the Hudson's department store in Detroit. And then when they moved to New York, she made she did batik on pillows, and she sewed the pillows with the piping and the zippers, and she sold them to Bloomingdale's in New York City and Manhattan. And then she taught batik in New York City out of her garage.
And now we're doing SWAJE.
And now we're doing SWAJE.
Grandma never taught me how to sew, but you did. So it was still being passed down from the generations.
Yeah.
And it's truly a gift to be able to work with my mother. And that is why the vision of this company is so heavily based in womanhood and women empowerment and passing gifts and lessons down from generation to generation. It's really what we have to give for SWAJE. Those things are what are most authentic to me, and so that's what I can really authentically give to others is what my experience is. And we're here to open our arms to you at SWAJE to be a part of that community. Because of my mom, I know what it means to start a business from scratch, building the walls, carving the doorways. I helped her create the countertops and the walls, the coloring of the walls, the painting of the walls, the building of the tables that we had in the tea house. And because of doing that, I have a need to really be able to cultivate and birth something from scratch. And that's really what I want to do with SWAJE, and with the event for SWAJE, building a ambiance that was really just birthed from an idea and brought into fruition. And that's something that she really taught me to do, and taught me to be independent and know what it means to value the human experience and have compassion. My mother taught me that in a world that wants to really harden you and jade you with disappointments, to always view the world with compassion, which is hard to do. I have to try again most days, but I thank her for the consciousness to do so. It is heavily influenced within the Afro textiles due to our background working within the West African traditional dance community. Even so, we still want to keep it really open to just the concept of a multicultural lifestyle and what that means, and using not only textiles but mindsets that come from different cultures and different belief systems that all intertwine and really blend together with this blended world that we have today. I may be flawed. You may see the dried raindrops that have etched themselves like oak wood's bark upon my skin. If you're lucky enough, you will see past the translucent glow of my dark brown eyes into the humanness of my existence.